Good evening, everybody. Great to have your company, as always, as we bring you tonight the Women's Merseyside Derby as Everton women host Liverpool FC women at Walton Hall Park in the Continental Cup group stage. For Vicky Jepson's side, well, the story so far in the Cup competition, a brilliant win over Manchester United, a loss to a very strong Manchester City side, both at Prenton Park. Everton have only played one game so far. They lost to Manchester City in their opening one. The Blues still have 2 games left in the group stage, so it's all to play for tonight as far as Liverpool are concerned. Manchester City are leading the way at the top of the group, but basically the 6 teams who finish top of their group will progress to the quarter-finals alongside the 2 best runners-up. So there is all to play for, but the one thing we do know as far as Vicky Jepson's Liverpool FC women's side is concerned is that they basically must win this one tonight here for Liverpool. So let's begin then with a closer check at tonight's 2 lineups, and we'll start with Liverpool FC women. And Vicky Jepson makes 3 changes from Sunday's draw at Blackburn Rovers. The Liverpool fan Riley Foster, the Canadian, again starts in goal. She started in the previous 2 Continental Cup games. The New Zealand international Michaela Moore comes into midfield, and what a night for young Scouser Missy Bow-Kearns. Very talented player, only 19, a proud Scouser. She'll love this one. She's a big Liverpool fan. She gets a start. She's been banging on the door for some time actually, and with Jade Bailey injured, it's a great opportunity for Missy Bow-Kearns. No Razza Roberts in the side tonight. Rachel Finesse will play further forward as well for Liverpool, and on the bench, fantastic to see her away from the commentary box because it means she's back on the field again. Amy Rogers, who's done a great job, been great to have Amy with us. Fantastic to see young Amy on the bench and kicking her heels to try and come on at some stage in this game tonight. As for Everton women's side, well, manager Willie Kirk makes 6 changes from Saturday's 1-1 draw against Reading here. A few youngsters getting their opportunity, the likes of Grace Clinton and Molly Pike. The Spain Youth International summer signing from Athletic Bilbao, Damaris Egarola, gets a start. To look out for the ex-Manchester City player Izzy Christensen. But of course Willie Kirk is without 2 big stars. Both French internationals, Valérie Gauvin and Maïva Clément, are all injured. No Simone McGill either for Everton tonight. Well, a half moon is in store here at Walton Hall Park. I can tell you it's very windy out there as well, so conditions could be quite tricky, of course, but it's just so good, isn't it, to have a Merseyside derby in the women's game once again. I know how much Vicky Jepson and the girls are really looking forward to this one tonight. In the previous 2 games, of course, especially the City game with a big league game against Sheffield United, Vicky Jepson made 1 or 2 changes and give some youngsters a go in that second half. But Liverpool don't play again until Sunday, December the 6th in the FA Women's Championship. There's quite a big break because, of course, there's women's internationals, and our very own Rinsola Babajide, delighted to have been called up for England once again. Rinsola Babajide will certainly be relishing this one here tonight. So just waiting for the 2 sides to come out here at Walton Hall Park. But I'm delighted in the commentary box to be joined alongside tonight by a Merseyside legend. It is, of course, the one, the only Sue Smith.
Oh, thanks, Steve. That's a very nice welcome. It's great to be back, and I obviously can't wait to watch the Merseyside derby. They're just the best, aren't they? Whether it's men's football, whether it's women's football, it's just a great occasion on Merseyside.
And from a Liverpool perspective, you know, Vicky Jepson was saying it's a welcome distraction in a way. You know, Vicky says, you know, if they were still playing now, they probably wouldn't have scored. It was one of those games against Blackburn Rovers as Niamh Fahey leads out the Reds here at Walton Hall Park, and I don't think they were meant to knock the ball off the podium there. So the team spirit already, you can see the girls enjoying that and sharing a laugh together. We'll blame the wind for that, I think it's fair to suggest here. But, you know, what a night for youngster Missy Bow-Kearns. Liverpool fan, she's a young Scouser. She'll be relishing this one.
She'll absolutely be relishing it, Steve. It's one of those that not only are you a Liverpool fan, you're playing in a Merseyside derby, but this is a massive occasion for her because, like you mentioned in your preview, she has been knocking on the door every time that I've watched her play. She's technically very gifted, so it's a real opportunity and a real chance for her to show just how good she is against the very good Everton side. And
it is all to play for here tonight, isn't it, in the Continental Cup? You know, Willie Kirk was saying, all right, we're without a few regulars here tonight, but he said, Everton, we need to win this game from an Everton perspective. They've got 2 games remaining, but Liverpool, they need to win, and then it's a case of wait and see.
They do, and I know Vicky Jepson has spoke about her priority as the league, and of course it is. You know, she wants to move back up into the FAWSL, but this is just a welcome distraction. It's good to get momentum, it's good to get confidence, and it's good to give players minutes that need those minutes.
And from Everton's perspective, of course, they were already reached Wembley this season in the delayed Women's FA Cup final. You covered that one, then they played extremely well against Manchester City.
They did. They took them all away to extra time, and they had a great start to the season. They've maybe just faltered a little bit, but I still think they're a good side. They've recruited very well. I think Willie Kirk's got them into very much a team. They're very together. There's no real individuals, and yeah, it's going to be a tough night for Liverpool to try and break that Everton defence, because I think defensively and goalkeeper very, very solid. Even though they've rotated the goalkeeper, still a good keeper that's come in.
Still a very good goalkeeper for Everton, and who Liverpool are going to try and get past. Tinja Rike Corpella, who actually played at Anfield last season and kept Liverpool out with a string of fine saves in that game. She's a Finland international, won 2 Bundesliga titles with Bayern Munich.
Yeah, it was funny. So I was just talking to Kirsty Lynette about the game, because I think it was a fantastic header, wasn't it? 10-15 minutes into the game, and we were like, how did she not score? But it was all for a fantastic save from her.
So as far as Everton are concerned, they're 4th in the Women's Super League. They're only 3 points off top spot at this stage of the season. But Liverpool, of course, the girls have always said, you know, they were so disappointed that the way things were happened, and it was taken out of our control, really, the fact that we have to play in the FA Women's Championship this season. But form-wise, they were okay. I thought they played well against Blackburn on Sunday. They were just let down by a lack of clinical finishing. That can happen sometimes.
Of course it can, and when you're playing against a side where the goalkeeper is in form and pulling off great saves, a side that are very much sitting back and making it difficult for you, but the fact that creating the opportunities, the players are getting into those positions, it is just sometimes about having that clinical finish. And
I remember the game at Anfield last season in the Women's Super League, a great occasion, you know, and Rinsola Babajide, we see the number 10 here, came off the bench and she absolutely lit up Anfield. She was so good, and she really ran the Everton defence ragged. So let's see what they can do tonight. As always, before the game, all the players and staff sending a poignant and powerful message around the world. Taking a knee. So Liverpool's final game in the group stage of the Continental Cup qualification is still very much a possibility, not really fully in Liverpool's hands, but all they can do tonight is try and win this game against Everton. An early touch for Halorka, who's come into the Everton side tonight. Back to Danielle Taylor at left back as well. Early free kick is given for the Blues. Of course, Walton Hall Park is this ground where Everton plays, actually literally a stone's throw away from Anfield and Goodison Park. It's on the basically, it's at the start of the East Lancs Road, isn't it, as you head up towards the academy.
The pitch looks good as well, considering the weather that we've had. Absolutely.
Well, Everton's last game was meant to be the day that Liverpool played City, and the game was meant to be against United here, but the game was called off in the afternoon because of strong winds in the area, and they were causing trouble with the stand. So it's pretty windy out there tonight, so let's hope there's no issues here tonight. That's for certain. Big night for Taylor Hines as well, the Liverpool left back. She left Everton to join Liverpool in the summer, and I know she feels she wants to really put on a good performance here tonight.
Yeah, I think you always do, especially when it's against your former club.
So Izzy Christensen chasing early. Riley Foster driving it forward. We thought Izzy Christensen might play further forward. It does look like we thought that the number 7, Chantel Boy Halorka, is playing through the middle for Everton.
Yeah, I think they'll probably rotate, so I think she'll probably be the focal point, if you like, Boy Halorka, but I think Izzy Christensen will be so if Boy Halorka comes short, I think Izzy Christensen will be the one that will make those forward runs.
So an early throw for Everton. Ricky Saveka takes it quickly. And there's Nee Fahy, the Liverpool skipper. Let's clear it away again. Interesting. There's Amelie Testrup, the Denmark international. Nee Fahy, big Liverpool fan. Ricky Saveki, a Denmark international, new signing from the French side, FC Fleury, in the close season. And Willie Kirk, I did get the opportunity. He's signed a lot of new players, hasn't he, for this Everton group?
He has, and he had, you know, a relatively young side, and I think he's still brought in younger players, but he's younger players with experience, and I think that was quite important. But I think Izzy Christensen, who's on the ball here, she's just stepped up again. We're seeing the best of Izzy Christensen again. Yeah,
second spell at Everton, signed in January this year from Olympique Lyonnais. So Izzy Christensen, the ex-Manchester City player, over this set piece, and it could be tricky, these situations in this wind. It's gone low to the edge of the area, well read in the end there by Becky Jane. Testrup trying to bring it away. Still Emily Testrup, but Poppy Pattinson, the new signing for Bristol City, got it away, but Liverpool doing really well to win it back. And here's Mel Lawley gliding down the right wing for Liverpool. The former Manchester City winger. Nearly developed into a good counter-attack, and that's what you want from a Liverpool perspective. You want the likes of Mel Lawley getting on the ball, because like Babajide on the opposite flank, she can run and run all day.
Definitely, and I think that's what it's really important for Testrup to, when the ball comes into it, to make it stick. She makes it stick, and then you've got the pace and the quality out wide.
Christensen chasing, Taylor Hines again to cover it out, but Everton win it back again with Molly Pike into the area towards Halorka. Well played, Nifahi. Blocked the run, and Riley Foster smothers the loose ball.
Yeah, great defending there from Nifahi. That's exactly what you want. Just showed all her experience, didn't she? Uses her body so well.
Riley Foster, she was sat beside me and Amy Rogers in the commentary box at Blackburn on Sunday, and no fans in the stadium, but Riley was constantly shouting and encouraging the team. It was absolutely brilliant. Great to see how passionate she was. It's funny, actually, a few of the players were telling her off at half time. I said, no, don't worry about it. It's good. It's passionate. It's what you want. She's trying to cheer her teammates on.
Definitely, and that's so important for goalkeepers, isn't it? That communication. But they continue that whether they're playing or not.
Goalkeepers Union.
Yeah.
Rachel Laws, of course, given a rest tonight. Riley Foster, big Liverpool fan. She played really well in the opening 2 games against United and City. Here's Hines turning away from Pike. First touch for Rinsola Babajide in the game. Pike trying to block it out. Well won back by Babajide. Rachel Finesse on towards Testrup. It'll go back towards Tinjarika Copella. Danielle Taylor for Everton at the back. Still goalless here in this Continental Cup group stage. Dangerous one over the top for Halorka, trying to get on the end of it. Got away from Nifahi, and an open goal for Christensen. And Everton will score. And in the end, a bit of an easy goal for the Blues. Mix up at the back from Liverpool. And Izzy Christensen capitalises to give Everton an early lead here at Walton Hall Park. It was that ball over the top which caught out Liverpool, really. And Halorka was in. Nifahi thought she'd got there, but Halorka, it was bearing down. Look at her trying to get away here from Leanne Robe. Fahy comes across, can't quite win it. Halorka does really well, and Christensen with a tap-in.
Yeah, Liverpool won't be happy with the defending there. It was just a long ball, like you say, that caught them out. Nifahi couldn't quite clear it, and it was just a tap-in for Izzy Christensen in the end.
So a frustrating goal, that's fair to suggest, for Vicky Jepson's side here. Everton on the front foot straight away. That's a good switch to the left flank again. Another dangerous ball coming in. Cleared away by Missy Bokearns. Shot blocked in the end by Ricky Savecki. Poppy Pattinson joined Everton from Bristol City during the close season. Graham, good challenge from Finesse. And Everton first on that loose ball again. Pike, Savecki. Christensen involved at the heart of everything for Everton so far. Here she is again. But this time Nifahi steps in. Down the line by Babajide, up towards Testrup. Just going to get the heads up again, the Liverpool players. It's frustrating conceding an early goal and a goal like that in that manner, but pick themselves up, get on with it.
Yeah, they have to, because I was just going to say before that, their shape looked really good. You know, I thought from a forwards perspective, they got themselves back into a shape that midfielders were then reacting to that, same with the defenders. And yeah, just a long ball. When you get caught like that, it can knock you, because you've got your game plan and suddenly you've got to change your game plan.
Forward by Riley Foster towards Testrup again. Megan Finnegan picking up the pieces. Now Savecki towards Finnegan again. Here's Lucy Graham, signed from Bristol City last year for Everton. Taylor Hines trying to clear it with Pike breathing down her neck. There's that goal again. It was Danielle Taylor it was with the ball over the top, and Halorka, unfortunate the way it got away from Niamh Fahey, and then Christensen with the tap in.
Yeah, she just couldn't clear it, could she? Niamh Fahey come across, but she just couldn't quite get enough on it. And boy, Halorka does well. That's what she's good at. She's strong.
Yeah.
She's tenacious, and she kept going and really unselfishly actually played the ball to Izzy Christensen. She could have gone for that herself.
And Danielle Taylor was incredible, really. She's been at Everton since coming through the Centre of Excellence since 2013-14, who played that ball over the top, and quite incredible. When she was at school, she was told at the age of 8 she couldn't play for her school team because she was a girl, even though she was better than half of the boys.
She's proved them all wrong now, hasn't she?
Absolutely. Extraordinary, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Here's Halorka again. Real danger. Pattinson with a cross. Fair to say, Liverpool not quite got into their full stride yet here. Poppy Pattinson normally plays at full-back, playing further forward here for Everton, the former Bristol City player. Riley Foster, big Liverpool fan, getting another opportunity. Joined Liverpool in January this year from West Virginia University. And it was a tough time actually coming over from Canada to the UK, especially after the pandemic hit, but she's a very positive person. She's only 22, but she's a real good prospect.
Yeah, definitely. And it's about adapting as well, isn't it? You've got to not just adapt to your football, but it's also your surroundings, and that can take time. But like you say, positive character, and that's exactly what you want in and around the dressing room.
Izzy Christensen, the goal scorer for Everton so far, towards Savecki. Finnegan. Finnegan again. Challenge in the end from Testrup, couldn't quite win it. Forward by Taylor, that ball down the line, and Leanne Robe worried that Halorka was driving forward. It was pity that no fans allowed in the stadium at present due to the current circumstances, but I know all you Liverpool fans are all at home anyway, singing your hearts out. Vicky and the players say even though you're not here, they know you're there with them in spirit. Every step they take on this football field. Long way to go despite Everton getting the early goal here at Walton Hall Park. Bit of an unfortunate foul, that in many ways, but Christensen has taken it quickly. Dangerous this. Savecki, well read, cutting across from Taylor Hines.
Not even sure if it was a foul, to be honest, Stephen.
No, I don't think it was, no. But Izzy Christensen's experienced.
Yeah.
And she did well for her team there, to be fair to her. Savecki with a dangerous looking ball in. Liverpool will get the free kick. Well, Liverpool have had some good days against Everton in the past. Becky Easton, who amongst our guests, great to see Becky tonight. I remember Natasha Dowie scoring a winner down at Widnes against Everton. She loves scoring goals against the Blues. Of course, her former team as well.
Yeah.
A kick forward by Riley Foster, but Everton first on that loose ball again. Here's Missy Bo-Kearns. Great to see the young Scouser handed a start here tonight for Liverpool. Big opportunity to show what she can do. She came on against Manchester United and provided a great assist. When Liverpool get a set piece, don't be surprised to see Missy Bo-Kearns, even though she's only young, taking charge of them set plays. Her deliveries are really good.
Yeah, they are absolutely pinpoint. And I think when you've got people like Finesse that can get on the ball and win the headers. Liverpool
just not quite helping themselves at the moment. Some slack passes at the back. Pike and Taylor Hines having to get across. There's Missy Bo-Kearns again. Hines. Finesse. Testrup. Here's Missy Bo-Kearns taking charge. Trying to get Mel Lawley away. That's not the worst ball in the world. But Danielle Taylor was there to cover. At the back, Danielle Turner for Everton. Good player.
Yeah, she is. Very good player. Again, she was another player that in the FA Cup final really shone.
Driven ball forward again by Everton down the line. Halorka. Space here. And now Savecki. Christensen. Boy Halorka. Lucy Graham. Becky Jane trying to get there first for Liverpool. Michaela Moore to Babajide.
They just look a little bit nervy, don't they, in their passing. They're winning the ball back and then they're just giving it straight back to Everton. And yes, you can praise Everton and maybe how they're pressing and how they're stopping Liverpool from playing, but just feel they need to be a little bit better in possession.
So Everton leading 1-0, ball over the top by Danielle Turner into Boy Halorka, who got there first to set up a tap-in for Izzy Christensen. As Vicky Jepson has said, the main priority for Liverpool FC women this season is getting promotion straight back to the WSL, and with only one team going up from the FA Women's Championship, it's so competitive up there. Testrup is on the chase, and Savecki back towards Rika Capella. There's Damaris Agarola, the Spain Youth International, actually born in Orlando in the United States. Damaris Agarola, holding midfield player for Everton, new signing, moved to Spain with a family at the age of 7 and joined Everton after a contract with Athletic Bilbao came to an end. Pattinson, space again for Everton, but this time it will go for a goal kick for Liverpool to take. Remember a couple of years ago at Prenton Park was Liverpool's last victory over Everton in the women's level. Liverpool winning 3-1. Remember the Scot Christy Murray getting a hat-trick of assists with Niamh Charles, Courtney Sweetman-Kirk and Amy Rogers, who said great to see Amy back on the bench tonight after a spell in the commentary box. She scored that day. Here's Leanne Robe for Liverpool. Kept in play there by Turner. Testrup trying to get it back for Liverpool. That's a great tackle back there from Missy Bo-Kearns. Oh, she's been penalised.
I thought it was a great challenge. Looked like she'd anticipated where the ball was going really well and just got a foot in.
In many ways, it was like a typical Merseyside derby challenge, that wasn't it? But unfortunate there, Missy Bo-Kearns. I say unfortunate because Liverpool might have been in a good position there.
Definitely, and that's what Liverpool need to do. They can win the ball high up the field like that. They've got players that will create and will make things happen. Spoke of Mel Lawley, Babajide. We've not seen enough of Babajide in a forward position. That's where you want to see her, those runs in behind.
Good interception there by the New Zealand international Michaela Moore. And Michaela Moore being fouled there by Damaris Agarola, right in front of Willie Kirk, the Everton manager, of course, who left his job as assistant to Casey Stoney with Manchester United to take over the Everton reins. He replaced Andy Spence in charge of the Blues back in December 2018. You have to say he's doing a really good job.
Yeah.
Might fall for Babajide here, perhaps. Almost. Brave header there by Niamh Farhi. High boot by Chantel Boy Alorca will give Liverpool the free kick opportunity. Hines. Now Missy Kearns trying to get into space here. Good defending in the end by Savecki. Or Alorca with a touch. Rachel Finesse trying to win it back. Amelie Testrup battling away too, the number 9. Great challenge from Michaela Moore.
Just feel those big challenges they seem to have lifted Liverpool, don't they?
That was better. That's Babashidi there getting to the ball first and winning a free kick off. Izzy Christensen. Need to get Babashidi, Mel Lawley, Rachel Finesse on the ball a bit more. Liverpool here.
And I think the more that Everton come out, the better that will be for Liverpool. You just think of the pace on the counter that Liverpool have. Just play into their hands. It's just a case of dragging them out, isn't it?
Yeah, I watched Everton's game against Reading as part of Women's Football Weekend on Saturday evening, and Reading did all right in that game. It turned into a bit of a battle in monsoon rain conditions at Walton Hall Park, and the former Liverpool player Natasha Harding got the equaliser. Was it a cross? Was it a shot? But it looked a spectacular finish from a wide area, that's for certain.
She'd definitely say that it was a shot.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure.
Yeah. You would have claimed that, Sue, back in your day.
Of course I would.
You used to score goals like that.
I'd say they were shots, yeah.
In your Tranmere days you did, definitely. Babashidi fires it into the box towards Finesse. It's a good cross, actually. Much better that from Vicky Jepson's side. Pattinson. But at least getting a bit more joy in the Everton half.
Yeah, that's much better. That's what you want Finesse to make, those late runs into the box. She's so difficult to pick up.
Robe. Moore. Towards Niamh Fahy again. Pike. Damaris Egarola, Liverpool winning it back. Babashidi. Now space for the Northern Ireland international, Rachel Finesse. Hines. Missy Kearns. Showing a passing range, look at that. Becky Jane, forward from right back. You get Missy Kearns on the ball, she's capable of producing really good passes. She's got good vision. Chantel Boy-Halorka. What a fine pass that is towards Pike on the stretch. Everton get the corner.
Yeah, good defending in the end. Taylor Hines there getting back.
There's that opportunity there, and Sola Babashidi. First time we've seen her get a ball into that box towards Rachel Finesse, but defended well in the end by Megan Finnegan. And a set piece for the Blues here. Pike with the delivery. Forward by Christensen. Half cleared by Michaela Moore. Christensen. Graham with the shot. Savecki. And eventually cleared by Liverpool.
Yeah, Michaela Moore made amends there, didn't she? She went to pass the ball back into the area instead of just clearing it, but then actually made a really good sliding block on Lucy Graham's shot.
As I say, with the windy conditions out there, and corners and set pieces can prove difficult. Damaris Egarola. Good challenge there from Leanne Robe, the former Millwall Lionesses defender, who's settled in seamlessly at centre-back in place of Sophie Bradley-Auckland, the captain, who can't play at the moment because she runs a family-run care home back in Nottingham, and doing an absolutely admirable job back there. One of the heroes during these very trying times.
Yeah, she absolutely is, and you've only got praise for Sophie Bradley. Of course she's being missed.
We do miss her, no doubt about that, but there is, as I say, there is a bigger picture.
Of course there is, yeah, and that's what you have to look at, and such a brilliant person she is. But she'll be back.
She will, definitely. Pattinson, an unfortunate slip by Becky Jane. Everton could be in here. Pattinson with a dangerous ball in. And Riley Foster happy to see that one go past the post.
It was a good bit of play from Everton, getting the ball out wide and then just looking to get the deliveries. It was the slip. I think Becky Jane, I don't know if she thought she could win it, lost her footing, but in the end it was an overhit cross. Thankful for Liverpool. Yeah, you can just see as Becky Jane goes in, I think she thinks she can get it and can't quite get there.
Yeah, that was really dangerous. You can see Riley Foster happy to see that one go wide. Here's Rinsola Babashidi. He's been called up into the England squad by Phil Neville. The training session. See, just getting a little bit frustrated there. No one there in support, really, that time. Savecki.
You can see Everton are trying to stop her from running. They know that when she gets on the ball and she gets in her stride, she's so difficult to stop.
Here come Everton again with Boy Halorka, but Nifar, he's there to block it out for Liverpool. And Michaela Moore, who joined Liverpool this summer from the German side, Disberg, experienced New Zealand international, been playing most of her football in midfield so far for Liverpool. I think it was an offside in the end there, and Liverpool have got the free kick decision. I think they'd be grateful about that. I think Michaela thought she was getting penalised there for the challenge.
Yeah, I think she was going to say something and then realised that actually it's Liverpool's free kick.
Kick forward by Riley Foster. Rachel Finesse couldn't quite get there. Battling away. Brought down in the end by Ricky Savecki. And Liverpool will get the free kick. Now there's an opportunity here. First time, maybe, we get to see Missy Bo-Kearns. Can she provide a good delivery here from the set piece? Might be Liverpool's best way to finding an equaliser here tonight.
Yeah, definitely. We've spoke about the quality of the delivery.
So Liverpool looking for an equaliser. In by Bo-Kearns. Nifahi got a head on it.
So difficult to generate any sort of power from that, wasn't it? Because it was a bit of a floated one in. Nifahi does well to win their first header, but yeah, it was a difficult one.
Oh, Everton's turn to make a mistake. Babashidi. Lovely bit of play. And had his ankles taken. Rinsola Babashidi.
Does well here, sees that it's a poor sort of pass into the midfield and anticipates that well. And
Megan Finnegan, I think the referee was looking for a yellow card there. I think Finnegan got booked in that, you know.
Yeah. I think Finnegan knew that Babashide was away.
So another set piece again here for Liverpool. And again, Missy Bo-Kearns, who last season had a loan at Blackburn Rovers in the FA Women's Championship, just to try and get some more experience. She's been a regular member of the squad here this season. Proud Scouser getting a start in the Merseyside derby here tonight. It's a fair way out, but we'll see. Missy Bo-Kearns. In the end, she did go for goal, but couldn't keep the effort down.
Confidence to have a go. She's certainly confident in her own ability to be able to.
She did actually score a brilliant free kick away at Blackburn, ironically, before she went there on loan in the Conti Cup last season. In a 6-0 win, she came on and then curled a 22-yarder into the bottom corner.
Nice.
That team, though, great to have Becky Easton with us tonight, wasn't it? And we'll hear more from Becky after the game. Fantastic player for Liverpool Football Club, Becky Easton. Her and Natasha Dowie, absolutely magnificent team, that under Matt Beard. But danger here as Pike leaning back. Good take by Riley Foster. And Liverpool, a goal down, but it's a little bit loose that time. But that team, though, say Becky, the goals of the goal machine, Natasha Dowie up front, you know, he had Farrah Williams, Gemma Bonner.
Brilliant.
Great team, that. Yeah. Amanda Da Costa, great player. Whitney Engen at the back, alongside Bonner. That was a great team, that.
It was defensively solid, but you always knew there was a goal threat in Matchday.
And Katrin Omarsdottir, big Icelandic player in the middle of the park, was superb. Some good players in that team. And great joy under Matt Beard and title successes, and Becky Easton more than played a part in that. Still one of my favourite all-time Liverpool FC women's songs, the Becky Easton one. To the tune of Ferry Across the Mersey. When we need her, she'll be there. Brilliant, isn't it? Becky Easton. It rhymes, doesn't it? It's fantastic.
We'll get her to sing it at half-time.
I was going to say, maybe not as good as back in July 2016. Liverpool women beat Everton 1-0 with a goal by Danish forward we had at the time called Emma Lund. And she had a quite extraordinary song to the Beatles, All You Need Is Love, All You Need Is Lund. It was just ringing around the ground that day in Widnes when she scored against Everton. It was extraordinary.
Yeah, whoever thinks of these is just...
We miss them though, the fans, brilliant, making up their own songs. It's just fantastic. All the players have a song, and it's great. Bringing a bit of fun into it. All you need is London. Wow. Izzy Christensen, dangerous ball here. Well read by Leanne Robe. In the right place at the right time, Leanne. Timely covering by Liverpool's number 3. But Izzy Christensen with the only goal of the game so far here in this group stage of the Continental Cup. Liverpool's final game in this group stage. 6 teams who finish top of the group will progress to the quarter-finals. City top with 6 points so far, alongside the 2 best runners-up. Missy Kearns into the challenge. Good play by Amelie Testrup there. Here's Rachel Finesse linking with Mel Lawley. Been well marshalled, Mel Lawley, so far though, by the Everton rearguard. Babashidi winning it back now. Now can Rinsola Babashidi have a run at goal here? Lovely play. Testrup, can she finish? Oh, it was a chance. Great play by Rinsola Babashidi. Lovely awareness. Amelie Testrup peeling away, and Liverpool's best chance so far.
That's exactly what you want Rinsola Babashide doing. You want her to just face the defenders, have a go at the defenders. They don't know which way she's going to go, and again, very unselfish. She's just driving at the heart of the defence, plays the ball off to Testrup, and it's a decent effort, gets it on target. But it's a good opportunity there to score. Much better though from Liverpool.
Taylor Hines with the header. Babashidi again. Always capable of providing Liverpool with a bright spark. Rinsola Babashidi. There's Finesse, top scorer with 6 goals this season. Great play by Rachel Finesse. Well, she's annoyed with herself, but you can't blame her for having a go there. It was a fantastic bit of play, this.
No, you can't, and she's certainly capable. I think this is the chance from a little bit earlier, but brilliant brilliant from Babashide. She does everything right. Like you say, the defenders don't know what to do. Do we go tight to her? If we do, she'll take us on.
But at least Vicky Jepson's side beginning to get some moments of real threat.
Definitely, and even there with Rachel Finesse, where she wins the ball back, nice little bit of skill, and why not have a go from there? We know she's certainly got the capability of scoring long-range efforts.
So still Everton lead at 1-0 here. But Testrup with a chance there for Liverpool. The Danish international brought in from Roma in the summer. Finesse trying to link with Testrup. Good tackle back by Finesse, and now Testrup to Lawley. Chance to run at Turner. Mel Lawley here. And Clinton. And Grace Clinton doubling up. But Liverpool still on the ascendancy here. Becky Jane into Rachel Finesse. In by Michaela Moore.
Good spell this for Liverpool. This is where they need to get that goal back while they're on top.
That's a vital interception there by Robe. As Nifar here gone forward and If Rowe had missed that, Izzy Christensen would have been one-on-one there with Riley Foster.
I think that's what Buya Lorca's doing. She's dropping into midfield, and Nifahi's got to go with her. But that then leaves a gap. But great reading of the game by Leanne Rowe.
I think it was just a loose start in the game by Liverpool, wasn't it? And since then, you know, they've got the belief back a little bit here. You know, they were a little bit down by conceding that early goal. A very preventable goal, it's fair to say. Not sounding overcritical, but Vicky Jepson will say that.
Yeah, she will.
And
yeah, they'll be disappointed with that, and I'm sure that's something that she'll highlight at half-time. You can't get done with a long ball over the top, but they've certainly come back into the game and showed that character that they showed against Manchester United, didn't they? Going a goal down and coming back and winning.
Yeah,
so
played very well against United at Prenton Park, and United with their American internationals, Tobin Heath.
Yeah.
Saw her a goal at the weekend. The City Manchester derby. It was brilliant, wasn't it? Not as good as our former Liverpool player Laura Coombs, though.
No, definitely
City,
not.
what a goal that was.
Brilliant goal. I just like the fact Tobin Heath can take a corner with a left foot one side and a right foot the other. Not many players in the men's or the women's game that can do that.
No, that's a fair point.
Comfortable doing it, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
My right foot was for standing on.
Forward by Nifahi again. When danger here, the flag stays down, and a real chance for Everton, and it's missed in the end. Big opportunity, but not taken, and a real chance for the Blues there. It was Lucy Graham with the ball through, and it's Grace Clinton who's come through Everton's ranks. Real opportunity for 2-0.
Yeah, she has to score there. She'd be so disappointed with herself. Lucy Graham, brilliant ball, great vision. Nifahi again just got sucked out into midfield and left that little bit of space for her to come into. So it's certainly a let-off, I think, for Liverpool here. You see what she's doing? She's trying to go to that far corner, but just doesn't quite get it right.
Could be a potential big moment in the game, that. If it goes to 2-0, but it's still 1-0. Gilt-edged opportunity. Can Liverpool take advantage with Rachel Finesse? But Damaris Agarola, holding midfield player for Everton, was strong there. Megan Finnegan. Savecki. Finnegan again. Back towards Danielle Turner. It's about 10 minutes to half-time. Pike. Buya Lorca. Well won back by Missy Bow-Kearns. Even the ref got a touch. Sure she didn't mean it.
But that's good from Missy Bow-Kearns there. She's just got in front of Buya Lorca, so you've got Nifahi behind pressurising. She's just getting in front and winning those second balls.
I was going to ask you again, Sue, obviously about the success of the FA Women's Football weekend last weekend again. It was great. There were some great games installed. You know, as I say, the Liverpool game was really good, really enjoyable. We played some good football in that game, just couldn't score, but there was some great goals and great action from around the leagues.
Yeah, which is so good, and you know, we keep mentioning it, but it's just such a shame that we couldn't have fans in the stadiums to go and watch the teams. But I'm sure there were people watching games that have maybe never watched women's football before, and hopefully they'll continue to watch it after enjoying some of the good football.
Now Liverpool, can they profit from that Everton miss there? Great chance to go 2 up, and Missy Bow-Kearns again taking charge of another set piece. Dangerous ball drifted in there, and Everton didn't know where that was landing. Liverpool get a corner out of it, and will Missy Bow-Kearns take this one? Yes, she will. She's only 19, but she just loves to take these set pieces.
Yeah,
Vicky Jepson saying, you know, I trust her. She wants to, all the time in training, she wants to get on every free kick, every corner, and it's good.
It is good, it is.
Well, Missy Bow-Kearns actually went to the same school as Curtis Jones, Liverpool's very own. Of course, Curtis got a goal to remember against Everton. Can Missy Bow do that tonight? Here's Mel Lawley. Back to Missy Bow-Kearns again. Lawley. Trying to get around a former Manchester City teammate, Izzy Christensen. But 1-0 to the Blues so far here tonight. Turner. Vicky Jepson going into this game without a few players as well. No Razza Roberts, Rhiannon Roberts, Wales international in the midfield. Jade Bailey injured, Jess Clark unavailable tonight as well. Kirsty Lynette sadly injured in our studio rather than on the field. We wish Kirsty all the best and Jade, and hope they're back on the field soon. But here's a chance for Michaela Moore. Might fall for Testrup here. Can she turn? Finesse, driving one in. Unlucky. Bo Kearns to Taylor Hines. Now Rinsola Babashidi. Lovely turn. Still Babashidi. Good ball in. Finesse on the turn. Rachel Finesse. Close.
Really close. You can see her frustration. 2 opportunities. Lovely feet here from Rinsola. Sees where Rachel Finesse is on the edge of the area, and again you can see what she's trying to do. Gets her head up and just tries to curl it with her left foot into that corner. Just can't quite get the whip on it. But
and just before we saw Michaela Moore, the holding midfield player, getting into the Everton penalty area.
Definitely, and there's certainly positive signs. I think that's what Vicky Jepson will say at half-time, that yes, I'm disappointed with the goal we conceded, but we've certainly created opportunities to get ourselves back in the game.
As I say so, it's probably fair to suggest I think Liverpool made a sloppy start in this one, but they've grown into it since then.
They have, and as well, it's probably a change in tempo. You know, playing in the Championship, playing against Blackburn, no disrespect to them, but Everton play at a quicker tempo, so it's getting used to that.
So the early goal, scored by Izzy Christensen, separates the 2 teams so far. Here's Lucy Graham, the captain. Savecki, Christensen, back to Ricky Savecki again. He's trying to get goal side. That's good play there by Clinton. Great work by Babashidi, helping out at left back. Trying to win it back for Liverpool. What we've seen last 20 minutes or so, Rachel Finesse getting into the game a lot more, and that can only be a good thing as far as Liverpool are concerned.
Definitely. I just think everything positive tends to go through her, doesn't it? Whether that's from a defending perspective or going forward.
So final 5 minutes of the half here then at Walton Hall Park in the Continental Cup. Everton leading Liverpool by 1-0. Boy Halorka, there's Michaela Moore trying to block it out, couldn't complete the clearance though. Here's Savecki again. Dangerous ball in that actually. Christensen met it, but thankfully off target. That has to go down as a real opportunity, Sue.
It was. I think the ball was spinning as the ball comes in. It looks like, so it's cleared it. I think it's actually, is it Robe that clears it?
Yeah.
And it just spins up to Izzy Christensen just as she's trying to hit it on the half volley. Can't get over it. Again, thankfully for Liverpool, because that is another opportunity there.
Big chance. Having a bit of play again in that midfield there. Missy Bo Kearns did really well to win that ball back. Finesse out across to Babashidi. She's still going, Rinsola Babashidi. All about persistence, this.
Does well. Wins her team a corner there. Again, she's got that little bit of skill, the little step overs to try and beat the player, but then she's strong as well.
That's what she did at Anfield last season when she came on.
Yeah.
Just ran at them constantly and trying to get dangerous balls in to the box.
Yeah, defenders hate that. They hate forward players facing them and running at them.
So the 19-year-old Missy Bo Kearns again over the set play for Liverpool. Can Vicky Jepson's side find an equaliser here with half-time looming? Nearly fell for Finesse. Fahy in the thick of the action. Niamh Fahy there. Now Mel Lawley. Can she get the cross in? Another corner. And again, Missy Bo Kearns will trot across to take it. It's a good ball in that, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Caused a lot of problems.
Yeah, it was deep. You've got Niamh Fahey in there, you've got Rachel Finesse in there. They won the first, just couldn't quite get the second one away.
It was Becky Easton rightly said before the game that Rachel Finesse at set pieces got a really good leap on her. We saw that against United.
Yeah.
At Prenton Park. And Charlton in the league game. Missy Bo-Kearns again to take Michaela Moore. Chance! Oh, and Rachel Finesse at the back post. Great opportunity.
That's exactly who you want it to fall to as well, isn't it?
Another great ball in from the youngster Missy Bo-Kearns.
She mixes a delivery up. The first one was a deeper one. This time she decides to just whip it in near post. It's a great first header. Not sure who flicks that header on, but it's a brilliant...
Michaela Moore flicked it on.
Yeah, fantastic. But exactly, that's something that they've clearly worked on in training. And it just falls to Finesse. Just falls quickly, doesn't it? She has to just try and react and move her feet. Just can't quite get it on target.
There's been some good moments for Liverpool. Rachel Finesse having a couple of opportunities. Emily Testrup with a great chance set up by Babajide, put it straight at the goalkeeper. One of the set-piece deliveries from Missy Bo-Kearns causing a lot of problems. Great pressing from Mel Lawley there as well for Liverpool. Liverpool, Vicky Japson and then Humphreys' side playing with a lot more confidence now here. Finesse trying to turn, no foul. And Christensen, well read by Taylor Hines. Give it to Babajide. She gets away from Christensen. You can see the amount of blue shirts in front when Babajide gets the ball. Damaris Agarola strong again, the Spain Youth International in the middle of the park for Everton.
She's made a real difference for Everton, I think, since coming in. Just protects that back four.
Moore. Missy Bo-Kearns. Back to the captain, Niamh Fahey. In towards Emily Testrup. So with half-time looming, Sue Smith, what have you made of it so far?
I think what we said earlier, that Liverpool maybe had a bit of a sloppy start, but certainly grew into the game and made opportunities.
So that is it. There's no stoppage time at the end of the first half. So an early goal for Everton. The former Manchester City player Izzy Christensen. Ball over the top by Danielle Turner. Wasn't dealt with by Liverpool defensively. It came to Chantel Boy-Halorka. She squared it for Izzy Christensen. Simple tap in. Big let off then. Grace Clinton 1v1 missed it. Liverpool have had chances too. Babajide, great play, set up Emily Testrup straight to the keeper, and Rachel Finesse just before half-time going close from a corner. Half-time though, it's Everton 1, Liverpool FC Women 0. Welcome back, everybody. Where Liverpool are a goal down here to Everton Women in the Continental Cup group stage. This is the Reds' final group game in the competition. A game they have to win, really. Can they stage a comeback in the second half? Well, Sue Smith, they showed, I think, the Reds towards the end of that first half, there were signs that they can come back into this.
Definitely, and I'm sure that's something that Vicky Japson will have said to them at half-time, that you have to be proud of what you've created, but it's just that final clinical finish, and we said that was the same against Blackburn. Take it into this game, you get an opportunity, take it, because this game is certainly for the taking.
And the opening goal was so frustrating from a Liverpool perspective. It was early on, ball over the top by Danielle Turner caused problems. Hesitation between Leanne Robe and Niamh Fahey. Both took the wrong decision, it's fair to say, and Chantel Boy-Halorka's in.
Yeah.
Good awareness, she sees Izzy Christensen and gives her a tap in.
Yeah, and again, that's something that there was another opportunity, wasn't there, where Everton got in, and I just think that's what Liverpool have to remain focused at the back, because yes, they're creating chances going forward, but just make sure that you stay tight at the back, you keep concentrating, because Everton have got players that can punish you, and that long ball over the top, they are good at that. Izzy Christensen that runs into the channels, she's brilliant, and that's what she's always known for, isn't it? So yeah, they just have to make sure that defensively they're solid, because they will create chances.
But Rachel Finesse has shown that she could be the player to get Liverpool back in this game here tonight. There she is, speaking with Emily Testrup as the Reds come back out for the second half.
She gets herself into some great positions. We've seen she's had 3, maybe 4 opportunities, a couple of long range efforts. She's had one from the corner, and you just think if another one comes to her, I think she's going to score. I'm with Becky still on that one. She said it, didn't she? She said it comes to her left foot, she'll score. So I'm going with Becky. Don't disagree with her.
For me as well, I think one of Liverpool's best players in that half has been the youngster Missy Bo-Kearns, only 19, given a start. Big show of respect from Vicky Jepson. You know, Vicky's coached Missy Bo right from when she was a youngster in the club's youth development team in Vicky's previous role. So she's got faith in her, and she's shown, especially made a couple of great tackles. I mean, look at her there. She's one of the younger members of the squad, and I mean, Scouser, you like yourself, so you're full of confidence, but it's good. That's what you need, isn't it?
Full of confidence, but you can see there she's talking, she's saying what she thinks needs to happen, and you know, that's a leader from such a young age, and I totally agree. I think she had a great first half.
I'm sure Liverpool will be trying to say, look, try and get some more opportunities from set plays in this second half. I think Everton might have made a half-time. Yeah, so it's change at half-time. Ricky Savecki's gone off, and they've brought on one of the most experienced defenders in Ingrid Vold, who's a Norway international, won 7 domestic titles in Norway, played in 3 major finals for Norway as well. So she's on in place of Ricky Savecki at the back for Everton. New summer signing is Vold. Everton, we're here with Lucy Graham, trying to get away from Missy Bo-Kearns. Leanne Robe half cleared it, comes back to Molly Pike. And Everton starting the second half strongly.
Yeah, they started again on the front foot, exactly what they did in the first half.
I'm sure Vicky Jepson, Emma Humphreys would have said to the team at half-time, look, be careful, let's not be conceding any silly early goals again. Here comes the set piece, it's away by Niamh Fahey. Now Melissa Lawley, who has pace to burn. Missy Bo-Kearns has made a great run. Here's Amelie Testrup. Maybe a chance here for Liverpool, but blocked out in the end by Poppy Pattinson. But Liverpool's turn for a corner themselves.
Really good counter there from Liverpool, and Mel Lawley does well to drive the ball out. I just wonder, was the better option maybe to Missy Bo-Kearns on that right-hand side? You know, nothing wrong with going left, but I just think she might have been in.
Now, can Missy Bo-Kearns produce another delivery of quality? We see there the number 27, Rachel Finesse, making her way in towards that 6-yard box. Driven in by Bo-Kearns to the near post. It could have gone anywhere. And Everton scramble it clear.
Another great delivery.
You've got to try and make the most of them, haven't you? Pike, good play by Molly Pike. She goes for the return. Here's Leanne Robe at the back for Liverpool. Michaela Moore. No foul in the end. The challenge from Damaris Agarola. And Chantel Boy-Halorka has gone down injured for Everton in that challenge with Leanne Robe. Picked up by Moore. Finesse, can she get there? Everton clear. Got away from Becky Jane. That time as Grace Clinton. Everton get it back in the end up towards Megan Finnegan. Let's touch for Vold at right back. Ingrid Moe Vold. Finnegan, Pattinson. And a touch to the experienced Finland international, Tinja-Riikka Kopela. Everton go again with Izzy Christensen, the goal scorer. Niamh Fahey back towards Riley Foster.
think since Mo Vol's come on, I think Dan Turner's gone into centre half and Vol's just gone to full back. He's trying to work out who'd gone to centre half with Savecki going off.
Yeah, another very experienced player. Good challenge from Michaela Moore. Good ball by young Bo Kearns. Now Lawley to set off. Testrup in a good position. Good play that by Melissa Lawley. Annalene Testrup. Becky Jane is forward from right fullback. The final ball just let Liverpool down. Becky Jane trying to get back. It's a good effect.
That's good. That's what I want to see, Becky Jane getting forward a little bit more on this right-hand side. You know, she's got a good delivery into the box. Defensively, she's so solid, but...
She's getting stronger, isn't she, Becky?
Is.
I mean, she's had her injury problems, missed a fair bit of football this season already, but, you know, every minute she plays, she's getting stronger.
Yeah, she is, and I just think when you see her going forward, supporting the attacking player, I think she causes problems because she has got that good delivery.
Christensen again getting into some space. Very clever player at doing that. Ghosting into good areas, Izzy Christensen. Vold. See there, Vicky Jepson on the touchline for Liverpool. Finnegan. Turner. Leanne Rowe got to be a bit careful here with Grace Clinton trying to get the better of her. Leanne did well in the end.
Yeah, she did. She did really well. You know, she won her race and then she was clever in what she did. Play the ball off the defender or off the attacker and win your team a goal kick.
As I said before, the Liverpool's bigger picture, Sue Smith, this season is trying to get that promotion back to the WSL, but you know, and they're only 3 points off top spot. They were deflated, but there's still 12 games left in that division to go. Anything can happen, and Liverpool is still right up there in the mix.
They are, and obviously that's the focus. You know, the fact that they were relegated, I personally thought, I didn't like that. There's still so much more football to be played. I don't think you can make a decision like that. And that's not me being biased, because I'm from this area. That's just something that I thought straight away. So
yeah, absolutely.
now it's a case of getting themselves back up into the top flight. But I just think games like this, I think they're great for them. You know, and I know Vicky Jepson has to prioritise the league, but why not go out and try and win a cup?
Now Finnegan. Turner. Poppy Pattinson. Everton enjoying the lion's share of possession in the second half. Just that one good run for Mel Lawley, actually, which ended up with Liverpool getting a corner out of on a counter-attack. But Everton with the early breakthrough in the first half, leading 1-0. Everton have still got Manchester United left to play in the Continental Cup here at Walton Hall Park. So both Everton, like Liverpool, trying to qualify for the next stage of this competition. Rangers flick on. Clinton. Can Becky Jane get there before Pattinson? Pattinson again for Everton. Now Lawley trying to block her path. Becky Jane back to Riley Foster. There's the skipper, Nifahi. Missy Bo Kearns. Back to Robe. Jane. A little bit loose. Everton drive on here with Grace Clinton. Full credit to Leanne Robe, who got back at it, blocked her pathway, but it will be a corner.
Yeah, she did. She made it difficult for her, but it was just, again, it's just a little bit sloppy there from Becky. Just, you can see what she's trying to do, but just can't quite execute it. But yeah, Robe does well, comes across, makes it difficult.
So again, set pieces in these blustery conditions on Merseyside tonight. With the set piece. Whipped in by Pattinson. It's a dangerous ball, this, to try and deal with. Rachel Finesse got it away. And Missy Bo-Kearns hooks it forward, and Amelie Testrup, the Danish international, is on the stretch for Liverpool. Cross by Pattinson, and Missy Bo-Kearns could make something of this for Liverpool. In towards Finesse. Had options, Babajide to the left as well.
Certainly opening up a little bit more, though, the game, isn't it? You could see Testrup did so well initially putting the pressure on, which then caused a mistake, and it was Missy Bo-Kearns again who went from that press and won the ball high up. So much better. I think when they do that, they're causing Everton problems. They're not allowing them to play out from the back, because that's what they want to do. They want to give the ball into Egarola. She's the one that they go through to set their play going.
Driven ball forward. Blocked out in the end. So can Liverpool find a pathway to get an equaliser here at Walton Hall Park tonight in the women's derby? This is what Liverpool FC women want to bring back at the end of this season, back into the WSL, regular Merseyside derbies with Everton as well. Driven ball forward by Vold. Clinton riding the challenge, Grace Clinton. Clever play, and here's Michaela Moore picking up the pieces for Liverpool here. Back to Missy Bo-Kearns. Good feet from the goalkeeper Riley Foster. Now Leanne Robe. Becky Jane. We were talking about before, Sue, about Liverpool FC women legends, Becky Easton, Tasha Dowie and Farrah Williams, Amanda Da Costa and the like. You know, player I used to love watching play for Liverpool FC women, and it was amazing really, because she went on to star for Holland. Remember Shanice van der Sanden on the wing?
Brilliant.
What a player.
Absolutely brilliant.
She was electric, wasn't she?
Oh. Yeah, what a player.
Used to be great watching van der Sanden in action. The Liverpool fans used to love her.
Oh, just so exciting. But every time she got on the ball, you thought something's going to happen here. All the different colour hairstyles as well. They were always great.
It was nice to see after the spell at Liverpool when she went on to stardom with the Netherlands, wasn't it?
Yeah, oh, definitely. Doing so well at Lyon. And
because, you know, in the women's game, especially more so than the men's in many ways, that there can be real big turnarounds in playing personnel.
Definitely.
But, you know, we don't forget them. They all had the mark, playing in the red shirt. I was talking to the title team before I missed out Gemma Davison, who had a great career. And Gemma Davison on the wing for Matt Beard. Great player.
She's probably playing her best football then as well.
Yeah.
When she's playing for Liverpool.
She could be unstoppable on a day, couldn't she?
Yeah. She just used to love beating defenders.
Yeah.
That was her thing.
And Natasha Dowie, the goal machine, finishing them off. Rachel Finesse, who started this season as a bit of a goal machine, scoring in games, was penalised for the challenge on Izzy Christensen. She claims she got the ball, but she also took a bit of the player as well.
Yeah, I think she did. Yeah, she's saying she got the ball, comes in from the side, but I just think when you take the player as well, you're always running the risk of potentially picking up a yellow.
So just to confirm, it was a yellow card for Rachel Finesse, even though she did try to plead innocence.
But I think that's what you've got from Finesse. You've got that, the ability to make things happen, but then you've also got that side of a game where she'll put in a real big tackle. Just a bit of an all-round midfielder.
Driven ball forward for Everton here. Dangerous as Clinton. Cleared away. Here's Finesse. Good challenge back by Damaris Egarola. Boy Halorka. Pike. Christensen. Izzy Christensen, who's got the only goal of the game so far. Babajide with a lunge, but Everton will get the free kick.
I thought at first she'd won the ball. I've just seen the replay. I don't know if she got enough of the ball. I'm glad
yeah, unfortunately not. Yeah.
Fair play to Izzy Christensen. She just had 2 big challenges, hasn't she? She's just got up.
And she wants to take the set piece as well. So it will be Izzy Christensen. So it will be Christensen with the set piece here. Dangerous moments these, especially with Liverpool looking for an equaliser. Got to be careful defending these. A chance! Half cleared, and then on the stretch, Halorka. Well, again, that has to go down as a bit of a let-off for Liverpool with that ball into the area. I can see Rachel Finesse took a bit of a knock to her knee there, so we hope she's okay in there. Dangerous ball in this, Sue.
Oh, that's an absolute brilliant free kick from Izzy Christensen.
It's Finesse who actually wins the header.
She does win that first contact, and you can see here, you can see what she's aiming for. She's aiming for that far post, isn't she?
It's a really brave header by Rachel Finesse.
Yeah, both Fahy and Finesse go up for it, but it's Finesse that wins the header. Like I say, hope she's okay. But when it falls to Boy Halorka again, you would expect her to do better from that position.
Yeah, absolutely. She's such an important player for Liverpool, Rachel Finesse. But Everton make a change, you see it. Lucy Graham and Izzy Christensen are both leaving the field. Chantel Boy Halorka and Lucy Graham have gone off, haven't they?
Yeah.
And then Abby Lee Stringer has come on. And Nicoline Sorensen has come on as well. She's a good player. Nicoline Sorensen, a Denmark international, new signing from Brøndby, Daniel Agger's old club.
Yeah.
In July, having won 2 league titles with Brøndby back in Denmark. Sorensen and Abby Lee Stringer, the ex-Birmingham City women's player, has come on as well. And Chantel Boy Halorka, of course, picked up a little knock just before, didn't she?
She did.
So maybe Willie Kirk is not taking any chances. So Liverpool a goal down. Scored in the first half by Izzy Christensen. There's Niamh Fahy, the captain. Finesse. Must have play developing a little bit like the opening half, in the sense that Liverpool, Everton having the lion's share of possession, and then Liverpool began to play, and all of a sudden space opened up for Babajide.
And that's all that they need. They do need to find Babajide, find Mel Lawley. I know she had that run early on.
Well charged down by Lawley. Now Testrup trying to get away from Vold. Denmark against Norway there in a right Scandinavian battle. Dangerous ball into the near post, and Michaela Moore was further forward as well. Becky Jane. Missy Bo Kearns trying to get Babajide in. Bo Kearns applying the press. She never gives up, the young Scouser. Here's Babajide again. Nicely done. Clever footwork from Rinsola again.
Yeah. And they just switch wings as well, which I quite like. They're quite fluid in that, aren't they? If you're there, just stay there. And then it gives the defender a different problem. But I like it when Mel Lawley floats and she goes a little bit central and she picks the ball up. She'd be quite effective in that role.
Babajide beats one, beats two. But then Tinjarika Copella. Routine claim, the Finn. Moore, now Rachel Finesse. Missy Bo Kearns to Babajide. Trying to get it towards Testrup, but Megan Finnegan was well placed. But Liverpool will get a set piece, and Missy Bo Kearns will trot across and take it. Rinsola Babajide there, they're one player that can make things happen for Liverpool in an instant. Liverpool getting ready to make a change shortly. Ash Hodgson will come on. Babajide trying to win the loose ball. Everton come away with it. But Leanne Robe in the right place. Babajide to Missy Bo Kearns. Oh, unlucky. Michaela Moore made a great run down the line there.
She'd have been in, wouldn't she? I'd love to see Missy Bo Kearns' heat map. She's absolutely everywhere.
Yeah. Relishing playing in the Merseyside derby for Liverpool. Proud moment for her and her family, that. Now Nicolene Sorensen. Clever play by her. Izzy Christensen. Robe intercepted for Liverpool. Missy Bo Kearns again, just dangerous ball to control that time. Sorensen. Away by Taylor Hines. Becky Jane. Rinsola, hopefully he'll be okay. You don't want to lose a player of her quality when you're chasing an equaliser in a game like this.
Just a sore one to the Achilles. Hopefully she'll be okay.
Liverpool going to make a change. Change it up top. So Amelie Testrup will leave the field, and Ashley Hodgson, the young lady from St Helens, who's come through Liverpool's youth ranks. Did well against Blackburn at the weekend, actually. Ash Hodgson hit the woodwork. Put a couple of good crosses in from that right-hand side. So very quick, Ash Hodgson. She comes on. Amy Rogers has been warming up as well. It'd be great to see Amy get back on the field. Started the season as first choice, then got injured, had a spell in the commentary box with us, but we're more than happy to see her out of the commentary box and back on the field, which is what it's all about.
Definitely.
Vold. Pike. Mel Lawley tracking back to good effect. Taylor Hines trying to win it. Stringer. Just if they can, they need to try and find a way to play more in that Everton's final third again, Liverpool, don't they?
Yeah, it's just finding that clinical pass at the moment. When they get into those positions, finding the right pass maybe. And I think now with Ash Hodgson on, she will come to feet. She is good at holding the ball up, but she'll also get in beyond, which might then create the spaces for maybe for Rachel Finesse, Mel Lawley coming in field.
Everton have been well organised second half, haven't they?
They have, and that's what they're good at. That's what they've done all season. They've been defensively very strong, very well organised. They did that against Manchester City, took them all away, didn't they, to extra time.
And of course you bring on the experience of Ingrid Vold at right back. I mean, that strengthens the defence straight away.
Yeah,
and I think the reason they put Willie Kirk has done that because he saw the problems that Babajide was causing towards the end of that first half.
Definitely.
And that's why you've seen Rins now going on that right-hand side away from her.
Yeah, definitely. And I think as well you're bringing on Sorensen again, another top quality player, and that's what Everton have done. They've strengthened, and now they've got that strength and depth to be able to rotate.
But Liverpool have got another set piece, and Missy Bo-Kearns, she's caused Everton problems with some of her deliveries tonight. Can Missy Bo find a red shirt in a menacing position inside that penalty area? Lifted into a good area. But the blue shirt got there first.
It's a great header. I don't know if that was Egarola, but it was a...
Egarola it was, yeah.
Brilliant defensive header. But again, a good delivery into the right area. That's what you want. Yeah, you can see it's a
great header from Damaris Egarola.
Yeah.
Great leap. Could be a useful weapon, that, you know, in the FA Women's Championship. I mean, we've seen Missy Bo-Kearns come in tonight on one of her first starts in a red shirt, and it's done all right, you know, in tight games in the Championship. But sometimes set pieces, as we know, Sue, can decide a tight game.
They can, definitely, and she showed that she's certainly got the confidence and the self-belief to come into a big game against Everton and perform.
Well, it's great to see our co-commentator in recent games making her way back onto the field. Michaela Moore has had a solid game in midfield, and Amy Rodgers, one of the youngsters, big fans' favourite. Great to see Amy back on the field again.
Yeah.
She scored against Everton a few years back in the women's derby for Liverpool. Can she repeat that tonic tonight?
I'm sure she loved being in here with you. I'm sure she's delighted.
I don't know about that.
I'm sure she's delighted to be back on the field. That's just what you want, isn't it? When you're injured, you're just desperate to get back out and play. She'll be so excited about coming on.
Can Liverpool pick up a second ball? Amy Rodgers there with her first touch, but Grace Clinton won it back for Everton. But just that early goal in the opening half. A defensive mistake let in Chantel Boy-Halorka, who squared it for a simple tap-in the end for Izzy Christensen to slot the only goal of the contest so far. Hodgson back to Taylor Hines. Hines again. Forward by Christensen. It's great vision by Christensen, but super play by young Missy Bo-Kearns again from a defensive point of view.
Again, reading the situation, reading that there's danger. Certainly playing way beyond her years, isn't she?
Molly Pike, the ex-Chelsea youngster, with the set piece for Everton here. Good header by Leanne Robe, first of all. Cleared away by Missy Bo-Kearns again. Thumped forward by Rachel Finesse. Turned into a good ball, actually, for Ash Hodgson. Abby Lee Stringer. I think Vicky Jepson might try and get Rinsola Babajide through the middle a bit more here. Through the centre, just try and get balls up to her.
Yeah, it looks like she's drifting, isn't she? She's trying to... I think that's what she wants, her wide players come in, be involved. Maybe then your fullbacks can provide the width.
Good interception by Becky Jane. In the end, Danielle Turner turning it all the way back to Corpella. Finnegan. Ingrid Vold. The experienced Norwegian. The back for Everton. Good pass to Christensen. Good play again by Izzy Christensen. Good vision too. Great interception by Leanne Robe. Important. Good challenge again from young Bo Kearns in that midfield. So about 16 minutes left to go here, Sue, at Walton Hall Park. Everton leading it 1-0. This is Liverpool's final group game in the Continental Cup. Everton hang on and get the victory. They'll have one more game remaining, a home game against Manchester United, to try and clinch the qualification. Man City's final group games tomorrow, actually. They play Man United.
They do, yeah.
Second Manchester women's derby in the space of a few days.
Yeah. Yeah, they drew at the weekend. Man City dominated first half, and then Man United came back and got the 2 goals back to make it 2-2.
Izzy Christensen, who scored the only goal of the game tonight so far, will take another set piece here for Willie Kirk's side. And they can always cause real danger, these. In the end, Mel Lawley sliding in. Riley Foster out to Becky Jane. Abby Lee Stringer back to Vold. Damaris Agarola. Sorensen.
I think Becky actually mentioned in half-time, can Liverpool get the ball maybe a little bit quicker to the forward players? There's times where I think it can just go long. I know they're trying to play football and play through the thirds, but it's probably time now, isn't it, to just hit those channels. You've got pace, you've got quality, get it forward a little bit quicker.
Away by Niamh Fahey in the end. Looks like Willie Kirk. We're going to make another change shortly for Everton. Yeah, Hayley Rasso is about to come on for the Blues, an Australia international. Full galaxy of stars Everton have signed, haven't they? Poppy Pattinson for Everton here. It's worth an effort from distance. Bit of space opened up for her.
It did. You know, no one was really closing her down. I think she thought, why not?
I think the delay is because Everton are trying to make a change, but I think the scoreboard stopped working. Yeah, so Grace Clinton, the youngster, will leave the field, and coming on, Hayley Rasso, an Australia international, joined the Blues in January this year. Started off at Canberra United and also had a spell in the United States with Portland Thorns. So from Australia to the USA to Merseyside. Good player, though.
Yeah, she's a really good player. Again, she was another real standout in the cup final.
Former Liverpool. Oh, Leanne Robe with a back pass. And a dangerous, and it's off the line by Taylor Hines. And that could easily have been game, set and match. Is that Rasso with her first touch as well?
It really was.
She couldn't have expected a first touch like that. Hayley Rasso only just come on, gifted the ball and very nearly scored. Brilliant clearance by the former Everton player Taylor Hines there for Liverpool.
Yeah, again, just
sloppiness.
It is. It's just a sloppy error. You're going for your goalkeeper, but straight to Rasso. She has just one thought.
Niamh Fahey it is off the line.
So well.
The captain.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So well.
Niamh Fahey off the line it was to deny Everton substitute Rasso.
Again, that just shows all her experience. She knows the goalkeeper's beaten. Get yourself back on the line.
Here's Rasso. Robe with the challenge. Another angle of it as well.
Yeah, she does well.
Superb by Niamh Fahey. Just like Cara used to do.
Yeah. It's just about reading the situation, isn't it? And both of them too. Certainly read the game well.
Molly Pike over the Everton corner here. Dangerous ball. And Liverpool get it away again. It was Damaris Egarola in the thick of the action inside that penalty area. Pike with a second chance. Cross comes Riley Foster. It's off the woodwork and hacked away by Robe. Well, it caused all sorts of confusion, that ball into the box, and the ball was bobbling around the penalty area. It came back off the post. So these last 5 minutes, Everton with chances to put the game out of sight, really.
Yeah, Everton are desperate to get that second.
It's Pike's delivery, dangerous ball in this suit.
Yeah, you can see, I think both Everton players, I think they collide, and I'm not sure who's down at the moment. Don't know if it is Egarola, but this is a dangerous delivery, like you say.
I think it's Egarola who gets ahead on it. Yeah.
It is.
Damaris Egarola.
Whether she just landed a little bit awkwardly.
But it was a let-off for Liverpool, that. Easily could have been 2-0. Another angle of it here. Dangerous ball into that near post. Riley Foster was trying to claim it. And it came off the woodwork before Taylor Hines hacked the ball clear.
I think Foster will be a little bit relieved there. Because I think when you come out, you've got to try and get something on it.
Liverpool will look back some chances they had in the first half, of course. 2 for Rachel Finesse. What a lovely effort on the turn.
Yeah.
Wasn't far away, and the one from a great ball in from Missy Beaucairns from a set play. Well worked. Michaela Moore with a near post flick on, and back post. First time effort just wide. So close to going in. But Everton through Izzy Christensen's goal after 5 minutes. Still lead here at Walton Hall Park. It's 1-0 at Anfield last season when Everton won it, of course, which ended up being sadly a mistake, and one of those days when Liverpool had some great chances, just couldn't score, which is very similar to the Blackburn game on Sunday. Next league game, Crystal Palace come to Prenton Park Sunday, December the 6th. Becky Jane, Lawley. Here's Ashley Hodgson. Lawley again. Good run by Mel Lawley. Liverpool wanted a free kick, but maybe in hope rather than reality.
Yeah, you can see it. Good play from Hodgson. Links up with Lawley, and she just knocks it through the middle of them. Does she get? I don't think she does. I wonder if she got a little clip, but no, I think she was hoping for a free kick there.
Oh, 8 minutes to go. Can Liverpool get one good chance in this second half? Just haven't really been able to create a meaningful opportunity in this second half against a very well organised Everton side. Nice play by Rachel Finesse here. Still Finesse on the turn again. And she is capable from there, trying to make things happen for Northern Ireland International. Sadly, just haven't been enough of those chances in the second half. First half, they were very much in the game, Liverpool, but as I say, I think we were thinking, weren't we, in the half-time that said before Willie Kirk certainly will shore things up at the back here and bringing on an experienced Norway international set out their intentions.
Definitely, and like I say, that's the strength in depth that they have, and the ability to do that, change things if they need to. But yeah, I think when you're playing against a side like Everton that you know who are strong defensively, they're organised, you have to take them chances in the first half.
I think that's the difference in it with Everton in the Women's Super League, you know, this season. You know, in the second half, they brought on 3 international players. Well, we've got like one Lucy Parry, and there's only 16. Mia Ross is only 19. But it is dangerous here with Everton breaking away with Rasso. Early ball in, oh, and Sorensen, the Dane, with a golden chance to finish it off. Over the top.
Yeah, should have scored. Great play from Rasso. That's exactly what she does. Once her first touch is always forward, her first thought's forward, and then she gets a head up, and Sorensen does well, comes across the defender, but
in terms of chances, frustrating from a Liverpool perspective, Sue, but Everton have had some real chances in this second half.
Yeah, they really have, and that was a big chance from Sorensen.
Good header by Finesse. Missy Kearns trying to get there. Christensen. Little touch from Rasso. Dangerous again here. Poppy Pattinson. Rasso away by Missy Kearns. 5 minutes to go. Ashley Hodgson will chase a loose ball. Here's the one last big opportunity that Vicky Jepson's side to create to earn a share of the Derby spoils here in the Continental Cup. Missy Kearns trying to win it back for Liverpool. Pattinson. Brilliantly won back by Amy Rogers. Superb by Amy Rogers. Now here's Mel Lawley. Can she provide a cross of quality? Pity.
Yeah, just a bit too close to the goalkeeper there. You can see she was taking her time. She knew that was a good opportunity. She had time and space to take a touch, and there's runners in the box, but just couldn't find the quality on the delivery.
Of course, that Liverpool could get an equaliser. Who knows? It's never over till it's over. The game does have to be decided, so we could even have had a penalty shootout, but Everton here are just trying to capitalise on some loose space. Here with Nicoline Sorensen again, beaten away by Riley Foster. Rasso, brilliant save by Riley Foster, and Becky James somehow gets it off the line. An extraordinary clearance, that. Well, it was a great save and an effective clearance, shall we say, in the midst of that. Now, Rinsola Babajini with space here for Liverpool. Brilliant play, Babajini. Can she provide a moment of magic? Robe. Becky Jane. Well, that was a quite extraordinary let-off.
It was. Foster did so well, though, initially with the punch, and then it was a real good reaction
save, wasn't it?
It was. Very, very good save.
I don't know how Becky got that one off the line.
It's quite unorthodox, wasn't it? But
yeah,
did the job.
Oh, and Ash Hodgson will chase that back pass. Everton's turn to panic a little bit at the back. Izzy Christensen's goal after 5 minutes. Second half, Everton created the better clear-cut chances. In by Lawley. Wouldn't fall for a red shirt, but Missy Kearns did brilliantly to win that one back. Lawley's cross. Now Finesse on the volley. Oh, couldn't get the power to seriously test Tinja Rike Corbella. I've seen Fernie score from those positions before. She's good at that, good technique, taking the ball on the chest and hitting it first time.
Yeah, A better delivery there from Mel Lawley, right into the area, and as Everton cleared it, just fell for Furness, and you just think this is the chance, but she couldn't quite get hold of it, could she? Great first touch though.
Well, they never give up, Vicky Jepsen's side. Everton missed some great chances in the second half, but Liverpool still battling away right to the end. That's what Vicky will want from them. That's what she demands from them. Keep it going. Fahy in the end doing the only thing she could do, I think, there, and win Liverpool a goal kick. Here's that one again. Look, Riley Foster did well, and it's Rasso. Look at the save by Foster, great reflexes, and look at Becky Jane.
Oh, brilliant.
Well done, Becky, I have to say there.
Foster does well though, she punches, but then she gets up so quickly, doesn't she?
Remember in my school days, I tried to do that in a Sunday team I played for and put it in my own net. Sticks to commentary.
Do you know, a lot of people would have those. Such a difficult technique, what she did.
There's Babashidi driving away. Might be some stoppage time, unlike the first half, because of course did have a couple of players going down injured. Lorca, we saw Damaris Egarola getting treatment going down in the penalty area.
The fourth official has indicated there will be a minimum of 3 minutes.
Yeah, 3 minutes then to end the game. Liverpool's final game in the Continental Cup group stage. Brilliant win over Manchester United in the first one. Tough game against Manchester City in the second. You're always going to be up against it against big spending City, aren't you?
Yeah.
And then against Everton, they've given a good account of themselves. I mean, Missy Bocairns, the youngster, on one of her first starts, so the first team has done really well.
Yeah.
First half especially had some good openings, which they were a bit unlucky not to get anything from. Second half, probably struggled to make clear-cut opportunities in the second half, so.
Yeah, I think there's lots of positives I'm sure she'll take from it, creating those chances in the first half, but maybe just not putting them away, not being clinical enough, which we've spoke about in the Blackburn game, and it's, I suppose, taking it into this game. But yeah, a lot of positive performances individually. Missy Bocairns is probably the standout, and yeah, they'll just be disappointed with the sloppy goal that they've conceded, because other than that, they've defended quite well.
So just to reiterate again, it's the 6 group winners that automatically qualify for the quarter-finals alongside the 2 best runners-up. Babashidi again. Make a late chance. And Everton getting the ball themselves. That early goal from Izzy Christensen. I think Vicky will probably look back and say, what a disappointing goal to concede so early on, but it happens.
It does, yeah, and it's, as a manager as well, you always look at how do you react from that, and I think they reacted really well. Built their way into the game, and yeah, just unlucky with some of them chances. Yeah,
so some big positives. Amy Rodgers back on the field again, getting minutes.
Yeah.
Missy Bocairns, a very mature performance for someone so young. I know you've been impressed with her, especially set piece delivery. She's put herself about as well, made some good tackles and good passes.
Yeah, she showed good passing range, hasn't she? And I think Everton have clearly looked at where Liverpool very good, where will they exploit you, and that's out wide, and they have doubled up on Rinsola on one side and Mel on the other. So they've certainly done their homework.
Good challenge there from Amy Rodgers. Booted forward by Riley Foster. Deep into stoppage time here at Walton Hall Park. But the big main goal for Vicky Jepsen and her squad this season is to try and win the FA Women's Championship. 12 games left to play. Next play on this Sunday, the 6th of December. Crystal Palace come to Prenton Park. Hopefully the Reds can get the 3 points in that one and get back to winning ways in the league, which is so important.
Definitely. I think Durham are doing exceptionally well. I don't think anyone expected them to.
They were tough when they come to Prenton Park, you know.
Yeah, again, a real team, real togetherness. Just think with Durham, if they pick up a few injuries, maybe they'll struggle. That
was a frustrating game, that was, for Liverpool FC women, because they played not great, but you know, they got the early goal through great goal from Rachel Furness, and just a defensive mistake let them in. And then Fernie hit the post near the end, unlucky not to win it. We're still going to play Durham away from home. Liverpool, when Sola Babajide scored some great goals against Durham in the Cup last season. 12 cup finals left to play for Liverpool FC women in the league. Here's Rachel Finesse with one great ball, and now Babajide. Can she provide one last moment, real killer moment here for Liverpool FC women? But the cross clear, the referees check the watch again. Got to get the ball in the box here, one last opportunity. Amy Rogers does well. Taylor Hines, have a go, why not? Well, that would have been something for the former Everton player Taylor Hines, but the final whistle goes in the end, so it's Derby spoils for Everton. Izzy Christensen's goal in the first half wins it for Everton right at the start. Defensive mistake, long ball over the top. Caught out Liverpool defensively. Boy Halorka squared for Izzy Christensen to score. Everton had some great chances in the game. They hit the woodwork. They had some chances in the second half. Rachel Finesse had a couple of great chances. Missy Bow-Kearns was excellent for Liverpool. Amy Rogers returned, but it finished Everton 1, Liverpool FC women 0.